Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Does Tarot, and this is your Astro Tarot 2023 reading, and you have now stumbled upon Cancer or the Moonchild Tarot, whichever reason you're here for. Also, not just your sun sign, but any other placement in your chart, and if you're just attracted, also if you're attracted to the number 4. All right, so I have the star seed or cool to go with that for spirit messages, career messages, whatever, and then some love energy to come up out of the romantic tarot. And let's see what the Moonchild tarot has to say for my Cancers. Oh, yes, we have the Lovers on the bottom. So I'm going to give it a good shuffle. I'm trying for 3 cards. Both Taurus and Gemini were greedy and had more than 3. Taurus had 6, Gemini had 5, I think, or maybe 6. Yeah, we're trying for 3 cards for the whole year. Also, you might like to check out later. I'll be doing a charm reading. I know you like your charms too. I'll be doing a big pick a card kind of charm reading, so that'll be fun. You can kind of choose what quadrant reading represents your year. All right, let's try that again. Okay, now let's give it a good shuffle. Let's shuffle it and see what cards come out. Normally I just take off the top, but this time I'm going to try to shuffle it. It's a little clumpy. Okay, we have 5 of Swords. Good thing that's the first card out, because that's passing energy. We have 5 of 5, so 5 of Pentacles, okay, and 10 of Pentacles. All right, so we have 3 cards, and we're going to just take those because, my goodness, I feel like maybe your 2022, you had a few disappointments, maybe something that happened and you didn't like it too much. It also feels like when stuff happens, it also often feels like a happening to you and not a happening for you. And I know it's hard to see the difference in the moment, but I think you're going to have a good reflection back about what it might be, and then you're going to be glad you're going to actually be glad that this happened for you, because now you kind of are clear on what you got to do next. It feels a little more evident and it's more focused, it's more obvious. It's kind of interesting because this could be for anything. I also sense maybe sometimes a health situation or a relationship situation. A few things came into mind, but one, as far as relationships concerned, sometimes we don't know what we want until we've discovered what we don't want, and then the what we don't want really glares us at our, is very glaring, and it makes us really realize how we need to focus our intentions on what we do want, and be more clear about it. In health things, it has made me think about, like, my mom had she had like a really tough go at breathing. Like she had pneumonia, and it really affected her ability to breathe and have oxygen. And you know how doctors are, it just seems like the truth of it, or the diagnosis seems so vague, and like there's no real specific thing. Like, well, it could be this bronchitis or your OCPD, or it could be this, it could be that, it could have even been how COVID affected her lungs, but never appeared on any kind of screen, but who knows. But you know what I'm saying, there's always, it's this, maybe this, and oftentimes we go to more than one doctor, for second and third opinions, right? Like, isn't it weird that doctors have different opinions, right? Because it's supposed to be scientific and it's supposed to be clear. But yeah, different opinions there's going to be ones that resonate with you, you know, that would just really say, aha, yes, I think you got it. And it's not based on anything scientific that you register with it. It's an intuitive yes, just knowing, like, spirit is saying this is the thing. And so I think that's why I'm going to turn on some light here. It's also kind of symbolic, the light on. Yeah, it's a light bulb coming on. So Five of Swords, as difficult as it may feel, I think it's just seeing the adjustments that you need to make. And so back to the story of my mom, I feel like then she finally got a diagnosis, and it has to do, she always had, like, well, not always, she had a, started having asthma maybe in her few years ago, 10 or more years ago, but it seemed mild enough, and just had an inhaler that she never used or whatever. But I feel like that was sort of the bottom line, you know, a bottom layer to the whole thing, and it made me want to say, where's your inhaler? You know, when people go into a situation like that where they're, oh, I can't breathe, what's the first thing you think of? Like, oh, you're having an asthma attack or something, get your inhaler. And it didn't register her in that way, you know. She just went to the hospital, they did all these tests and this and that, and it came out to be pneumonia and and finally they came up with, oh, asthma, that you need to focus on that, because there's that. so yeah, so now she's like doing amazing. She doesn't need her oxygen, she's getting around, her blood is oxygenating again through some good mineral liquids and things, and anyway, things are looking up for her. But I think it seems like the only way things can actually look up is once you've actually faced what it is that was bugging you in the first place, that was bothering you. Five of Swords generally speaks to I don't know why in this deck it's calling it a loss, but there is one that's a loser and one that's a winner, but the winner is a hollow victory. So you could be the victim of a person who's winning by hollow victory, by, you know, like getting away with something, and you are on the bad end of that stick, or you could be the one that's getting away with something. And so that's the way I see this card some of the time, but most of the time I see it as like taking shortcuts and not actually processing things through. So be aware that those energies are in this card, but I feel like this is passing. I don't feel like this is your 2023. I think this is insight that you learned towards the end of this year, or going to learn right at the beginning of the year, like bam, haha, you know. And then the Five of Pentacles makes you feel like you're out in the cold a little bit, or it may be somebody you have to, you know, that has to go out in the cold. I feel like both of these are perception type cards, though. It's the way you see things. So you can see things as a winner or a loser. You can see things as being in the cold, or right behind you there's the church, and you can step into the church and get warmed up. That's the traditional view of that card. But here we have a beautiful full moon, and so lunar energy with the Moonchild, lunar energy could be real strong for you this year. You are Cancer. Your sign is ruled by the moon, and I feel like Spirit is saying use this energy to make your world abundant, and you can shift any challenges by reaching out for help, and you can manifest anything. You can manifest bad things as well. So if you can manifest the bad things coming to your life, why don't you change that perspective and manifest the good things? And with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like ding, 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 you win. Yes, you did it. You will, by the end of the year or throughout the year, here and there. I think you like have self-awareness of where your mind goes in certain circumstances and things. Instead of being victim, you think of yourself as a winner, as something happening for you to learn from it, and then you immediately change it over into a Ten of Pentacles moment, which is really great. Ten of Pentacles is wonderful. Like, you really count your blessings, family, prosperity, your security, your happiness, your wealth. This brilliant light of the sun shines through a portal of standing stones. Suspended in the air are 10 pentacles, representations of our fruitful security. The energy of this card speaks of ancient wisdom and spans on for ages, igniting a familiar warmth and magic within our hearts. As we pass through this doorway, we absorb a purity of happiness and abundance. So yeah, there are going to be many portals along the way throughout the year that you can take advantage of, and especially and most importantly, the lunar phases and cycles. Really tap into that to help you with your spiritual energy. And speaking of spiritual energy, let's see what the Starseed Oracle has to say, also by Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel. Let's see what we get. So yeah, this is really good energy. Okay. Wow, you got the portal. Didn't I just say that? Oh, look at this. And you also got golden children, which is another portal. So the inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, a wild card. I think some of you might be connecting with children, or maybe getting pregnant, or adding to your family somehow. Schools, teachers, children, I just see children there. Lots of children energy here, child energy. Interestingly enough, this is called they're also called the children of the sun, and it looks very much like this sun energy. It's almost like you're getting closer to it right here, and then there's a portal that forms, which is very reminiscent of stone structures like Stonehenge. And I don't know, Outlander pops into mind with the buzzing and the stones, something like that, just like, and that's a portal into another world. You're gonna have some like real interesting, I'm saying trippy, but I'm thinking just very esoteric experiences maybe. It could be within your meditation, or when you're outdoors in special areas and zones. You're definitely tapping into like this child energy. The golden children are like these highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. You may be connecting with one. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. They're very clear. They have a very clear mission. They remember it from a young age, and they begin answering, sharing it early in life. And you could be one, and now like years later, you're finally tapping into your mission. So due to their unique intelligence, they might find themselves bored at school or something. You may be with know somebody who just can't be motivated in class. It's not because they have, ADHD or other letters around their names. It could be that they are one of these golden children. They need a different kind of support than the traditional, school system institutions can give them. So it's time for you to be like a mother or father, some kind of nurturer to these kind of kids. That's what's coming through here. And also treat yourself more tenderly. And what is going on with this portal? Like, what is it a portal to? Maybe it's not for me to tell you. Maybe it's for you to just plain discover. But doors are opening up. It's decisions you're making, rewards you're receiving. This is kind of the wild card. So in other words, this is kind of whatever you make of it. Your thoughts and then your spoken words going to be very important. And you, like I said, you're manifesting. You can manifest good and bad. So be very aware of what you speak out loud or think to yourself. But you definitely, in the end, your hard work is being rewarded for everything you do. So let's see in the romantic department what's going on for you. Let's see. Okay, nice. You are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. And honest communication, expect a heart-to-heart conversation, and signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. So you're going to see more and more clues on what to do next in your life, what to do next in relationships, in any area of your life through certain clues. So it's up to you to be more intuitive and more receptive of the clues coming through, not just brush them off as coincidences, but really look behind it. What is this? Where is this going? And then it's kind of like takes you into a whole new world type of situation. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you like that. Please like, subscribe, do all those things. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Check out the other piles and readings for other parts of your chart. Sun, moon, rising. We have the sun here. Or sun. Yeah, you choose this any way you want to. You can choose this just because you like the deck, which is the Moonchild, which is gorgeous. Also, you can choose other decks that you feel attracted to and create a big, thick reading for your year. And definitely when it comes out, check out your quadrant charm reading as well. So I hope you guys like that, and I'll see you at the next pile. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.